Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar with Chris Casamassa on what if you had the cure to childhood obesity. Chris Casamassa is creator of the KICKNFIT program, is an 8th degree black belt in Red Dragon Karate, a style that his father, Louis D. Casamassa, founded in 1965. Chris is now president of the 15 Red Dragon Studios in Southern California. You might also know him as Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Chris, we will now start the webinar.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here today, and thank you for that nice introduction. Also like to thank Champions Way for hosting this webinar, and again, I'd like to thank everyone here. If you're like me and you want to help kids get fit and healthy, then you are definitely in the right place, and hopefully you'll learn a few things today, and maybe together we can start changing kids for the better around the world. So we are going to just jump right into this thing and get rolling. Some fast facts about kids, if you don't already know, childhood obesity is nearing epidemic proportions. 40% of 12-year-old children display heart disease risk factors such as obesity, hypertension, and high cholesterol. The amount of overweight kids has actually doubled among school-age children over the past 2 decades. Of course, TV, video, fast food, and a lack of regular exercise contribute to the poor physical condition of our society. And according to the Senate Committee on Children, a really staggering statistic, 85% of all 10 to 12-year-old children in the United States and 75% of kids worldwide cannot pass a basic physical fitness test. So I wanted to just figure this out and come up with what if. What if together we had the cure for childhood obesity? It was fun and easy to use, and it helped you gain new students. That way it could be a win-win for everybody. It was guaranteed to work. I thought that might be pretty cool. So I put together a little a video for you guys to check out so you can see a little bit more about what KICKNFIT Kids is.
I'm Chris Casamassa. I'm the president and chief instructor for the Red Dragon Karate Schools here in Southern California. We've been around since 1965 and we have 15 martial arts schools. But the program we created is called KICKNFIT Kids. KICKNFIT Kids is a fitness program designed to help kids lose weight, get in shape, and feel better about themselves. Now, I created this program actually about 9 or 10 years ago, and I was reading an article in the USA Today newspaper that inspired me to go out and do what I could to help kids, because the article was about childhood obesity. Now, at Red Dragon, we've been helping kids for years, but I wanted to reach out and impact more people. So we created this as a license for martial arts school owners around the country. Currently, there are almost 80 locations that are using KICKNFIT Kids, but I wanted to reach out and get more. I wanted kids around the world to get fit and healthy, so we created our direct-to-consumer product. Now, KICKNFIT Kids is a fitness program where the kids work out 3 days a week for 30 minutes a day. It's a fun workout because we interact with them in a way that shows them it's not just about exercise. We're also doing martial arts, yoga, and some kickboxing skills. These things help them not only get fit and feel better, but it helps them for other sports. They get to play baseball, football, soccer, skateboarding, BMX riding, snowboarding. No matter what sport they want to do, KICKNFIT Kids helps them get better at it because it works on their balance, their coordination, and their focus. These things are things that they need in every aspect of their life. And that's one of the reasons why we created it. Now that you know what KICKNFIT Kids is, here's why you need it for your school or gym. Number 1, it's the most complete fitness program ever designed just for kids that guarantees they'll lose the weight or we give them their money back. You, as the licensee, get everything you need to run this right out of the box. You're going to get the instructor manual, the training guide, the food plan, the weight chart, so much more, even the advertising. Now, we've partnered up with Fortune 500 company OfficeMax. You'll be able to do all the advertising and all the printing right online if you want, or from your own computer, and they'll ship it directly to your school. We've also teamed up with Century Martial Arts, the world's largest martial arts supplier, to bring you 24/7 support to help you launch KICKNFIT Kids. KICKNFIT Kids is needed in today's society. Childhood obesity is nearing epidemic proportions. And according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, 85% of all 10 to 12-year-old children in the United States cannot pass a basic physical fitness test. Get your school or gym started today by logging on at www.kicknfitkids.com. That's K-I-C-K, the letter N, fitkids.com. Get fit, get healthy, get your business started with KICKNFIT Kids.
So hopefully that'll explain a little bit more. The video may have been a little choppy there. I'm having a little bit of a Wi-Fi issue today, so I apologize for that. So how can we help kids get fit and healthy? Well, number one, you got to be a role model. I'm a firm believer in leading by example and by not doing it just because I say I do it, but because that's what I do as well. And I know many of you around the country do teach your kids that same way in your classes. So just continue to be that role model and be a positive influence on the kids to help them get fit and healthy. The other thing is you got to help educate parents about the dangers of inactivity. Just parents don't know. It's easy for them to let the television or the video games or the iPad babysit their kids. We've got to work on focusing on getting the parents to get those kids moving. And hopefully we want to move them with us in our martial arts schools. The other thing you should do is you should know the 40-30-30 food plan. And if you have no idea what that is, check out that website right there on the right, which is the cdc.org. It'll give you all the information on food and eating. And just short thing of it, the 40-30-30 is protein, calories, carbs, all of it coming from a balanced approach to food. 40% should come from protein, 30% from carbs, and 30% from fat, which goes against some fad diets and things like that where you should go fat-free and things like that. And the thing I want everyone to understand is diets work only in the short term. They're a quick fix to a long-term problem. I don't believe in diets. What we do with KICKNFIT is we change their eating habits to help them eat healthy and eat right, so where they're eating 5 or 6 times a day and eating regular food. They can do that. They don't need to do something for a quick fix. They need to do something to change their lifestyle so it helps them for the rest of their life. Also, in your martial arts class, I always recommend just add a physical training segment to every class that you do. Even just a 1 minute, 1 minute of jumping jacks, 1 minute of push-ups and sit-ups in either in the beginning or end of every class just adds an extra physical element to it. And you tell them why. Here's why we're doing this. We want you to get fit. We want you to get healthy while you're learning the martial arts. So there's just a few ways that you can help kids get fit in your classes at your schools. So KICKNFIT Kids, we talked about that a little bit in the video if you got to see it. It actually addresses a very specific need, which is childhood obesity. It's designed for kids between the ages of 7 to 17. It helps kids get to your school to be physically active. We want them off the TV, off the iPad, and in the schools around the country. We also make it cool for kids to work out with an X Games style approach. So you saw in the video there, we talk about how the moves that we teach them are going to help them in every other sport that they play, whether it's soccer, football, baseball, whatever it is, KICKNFIT Kids can help them get better at it. Obviously, if you're teaching good style of martial arts like many of you are, you're going to build their self-esteem anyway and their confidence through our unique self-defense moves. So once the kids, especially the ones that are really overweight and out of shape, they start to feel better about themselves, they're learning some self-defense that builds their self-esteem. So actually, we do double duty as a bully buster course because the kids that are heavy and fat are the ones that actually are getting picked on. So when they start losing weight, they don't get made fun of as the fat kid or the heavy kid anymore. So it helps them avoid some bullying, some troubles at school. We also teach and educate families about how to make smart food choices. So together, we actually do change lives for the better. So now we get to go to our favorite radio station, WIIFM, rocking the Southland at 92.5, WIIFM. And I always put that there. That's called What's in It for Me. And if you're a school owner around the country, what is in it for you? Why should you do KICKNFIT Kids or any fitness program for kids in that matter? Well, number one, once you get certified through us, you become the child fitness expert in your area. You can run KICKNFIT Kids in your existing martial arts school. There's a million ways. I've had so many different men and women around the country that have a license come up with unique ideas of running KICKNFIT Kids. You can offer it at local elementary and junior high schools. Many schools around the country have taken PE out of their curriculum. So I had a couple guys that went to their local school district and said, hey, I'll be your PE coach. I'm going to come in 3 times a week. We're going to do this thing for the kids. And they love it. And the school district is actually paying them to go run KICKNFIT Kids in their schools. You can run KICKNFIT Kids at the local YMCA. You could do it at a local church, rec centers, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. There really are endless possibilities. It's only limited by your imagination. Once you have this program and you have the keys to it, you can do it anywhere at any time. KICKNFIT Kids can also be a great after-school program. And, of course, you get to team up with Scorpion. So a lot of kids are familiar with Mortal Kombat, the games and the TV show, so they do like those. And so you can say, hey, it's time for you to go train with Scorpion. So the KICKNFIT Kids license kit is actually the most complete kit on the market, and it has everything that you would ever need to succeed to run this program right out of the box. What is everything? Well, I'm glad you asked. You get everything, including the how-to DVD showing every class and exercise in action. Now, it's a 10-week program. The kids train 3 days a week. That means there's 30 different classes. So what I did was I actually filmed every single class and every single move. So if you can just watch it up on the screen, you'll see me do the move. You can run that exact same class. We also, like you saw earlier, we give you a commercial DVD to help advertise Kick and Fit Kids. That can be run at your local cable company. You can play it on your television at your school. You also get a PowerPoint slideshow to play in-house, and that just kind of advertise that Kick and Fit Kids is coming to your location. We also give you professionally designed graphics and brochures. You just take your school's information, your logo, your phone number and address, you insert it right into our professionally designed ads that are year-round. We have 4 different ads that come in 4 different styles, so you literally have 16 different ways of advertising Kick and Fit Kids all through the year. You also get a cloud-based printing portal. Now, we've teamed up with Office Max. So if you have an Office Max or an Office Depot in your area, anywhere in your area, you can literally go online. You get an access code for cloud-based printing. You don't even have to print it out of your own computer. They'll print it for you. You upload your school's graphics and phone number. They print it to you, and if there's an Office Max near you, you can probably pick it up, or they will definitely ship it directly to you, and that will save you on your printing costs. You get a CD with a complete step-by-step starter manual that walks you through the entire process. It's a 1, 2, 3 process, and you get the complete Kick and Fit Kids food plan. Now, this is not a food plan that I made up. It was designed by a fitness nutritional expert for kids, and it's one of the big secrets to the food plan. If the kids follow this food plan and they learn to eat right, they're going to lose at least 10 pounds in 10 weeks just from eating correctly. You get a weekly weigh-in chart for the kids. You're going to track their success all the way through. You get the health and fitness tips for the parents, because the parents ultimately are the ones that feed those kids. So we do have to educate the parents on what to feed them, when to feed them, and how to feed them. It actually is pretty easy once you see it. You get a worldwide location finder. We're going to put you up on the web. Kick and Fit Kids is global, and we'll put you up there so when we do our advertising and infomercial that we have coming out, it directs them to go to our location finder to find the location nearest them. And the other great thing about my program, your area is protected for 3 years. For the next 3 years, once you purchase, and this is a 12-mile area you're protected in, 3 miles to your north, south, east, and west, I will not sell another Kick and Fit Kids license. So you're the only one. You're exclusive to your area, and that's different from a lot of other programs. They'll sell them to the guy down the street. I don't do that. I want you to have area exclusivity, and you get that for 3 years. How do you generate revenue with Kick and Fit Kids? It's pretty simple, actually. Kids in the program pay $199 for the 10-week program. Sounds like a lot until you break it down. $199 for 10 weeks is $19 per week. It's about $6.25 per class. So what I say to parents is this: for about the price of a cup of Starbucks coffee, I can guarantee your kids are going to lose weight and feel better about themselves. When I break it down to them like that, all of a sudden $199 doesn't sound like a lot, and it really isn't, because I'm guaranteeing that they're going to lose that weight. Schools across the country that have our program, they actually charge different amounts for the 10-week course. It's really up to you in your area. $199 is the baseline. I have schools that charge $249, $299. Some schools even do $399 for the 10-week program. That's still affordable for what we're doing, because you cannot put a price on a child's self-esteem. When they lose weight, it's so exciting. You know, I have parents that have come into me crying because they have to go shopping because none of their kids' clothes fit them anymore. Parents can pay weekly, too, which makes it nice, so they can pay $19 every week they're in the program, or we give them a 10% discount if they pay in full. The first time you run Kick and Fit Kids, if you only get 5 kids in the program, it's going to make $1,000. You get 10 kids or 15 kids, you can see your revenue goes up exponentially from there. It's a 10-week program. There's 52 weeks in the year. You literally could run this program 5 times a year if you wanted to. Forget that guy. Our worldwide location finder, that's on the web. It's kickandfitkids.com. If you go right there where the locations are, you can type in your zip code, your city, your state, and the locations that are in there will pop up around the world. All of our advertising, which was that little video that was going to come up in there, is designed to drive traffic to our licensees. Like I said earlier, Kick and Fit Kids was created in 2005. I'm out now. I'm going around the country doing interviews. I've been on Fox, ABC, CBS, different news networks around the country because childhood obesity is such a hot topic and a needed issue that has to be addressed. Right now, we have over 95 licensed facilities here in North America, Canada, and Europe. Our corporate partners are Office Max. We've teamed up with Century Martial Arts. They believe in this program so much that they're out helping us so that we can provide support to martial arts schools around the country. And Black Belt TV, which is the world's martial arts channel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I host a show on that network on there each week. We run ads on the network, and pretty soon we'll be running ads on all the networks, Dish, DirecTV, Time Warner, Charter, all over the world to get the word out about Kick and Fit Kids. So we've got our corporate partners, we've got our licensed facilities, and I tell all the school owners that I talk to, it's your turn now to take the challenge, because only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. One of the things I like to do is give back. So I'm giving back every time I do a webinar, any sales around the country. I always make a donation to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It helps terminally ill children with their final wish. And the reason I picked Make-A-Wish Foundation was a number of years ago, one of my students was diagnosed with brain cancer, who passed away, but the Make-A-Wish Foundation stepped in to help him with his final wish. So I always donate back to them. The complete Kick and Fit Kids license is only $5.99. There's no monthly fees. There's no update fees. There is no special equipment to buy. Anytime I change the program, and I do constantly update it, we update the ads, we update the changes, I send those out to my licensees absolutely free. You can order your program as a licensee online at kickandfitkids.com. And the other nice thing is you have access to me anytime, because your success is my success. The more successful you are at this, the more successful the program is. It's a win for both of us. That toll-free number right there rings directly to my cell phone. So you can call me anytime with any questions. The manuals and the CDs pretty much explain everything, and I tell everybody the same thing. If you can read, you can run Kick and Fit Kids. And if you can't read, as long as you can watch a video, you can still run Kick and Fit Kids. But if you can't, you call me at that toll-free number, and I will be happy to help you at any time. Our webinar bonus for today, I'm going to do a cool thing because Champions Way hooked us up. If you order the Kick and Fit program in the next few days here, I'm actually going to give you a $150 discount on the program. So it's not going to be $5.99. It's actually going to be $4.49. When you check out, you use offer code KICK150. You put that in there. It'll take $150 off the program. That discount will be valid until July 31st of this year. So it's a kind of a give back thing that I'm doing for all the schools that are here on today's webinar, that are listening to it around the world. I want to thank you guys for being here and doing part of it. If you have any questions, that's pretty much my webinar, so I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have on kids' fitness or health.
Hey, thanks so much, Chris. Could you quickly just share with us the YouTube link to the video you played at the beginning? There were some problems with the sound.
I can look it up here if you got a moment. See if I can find it and share it with you.
Yeah, you could type it into the text box, and I can also send it out with the recording.
All right, we're gonna do a little hunting right now. See if we can't find it. While I'm doing that, if there's any other questions.
So while you're looking that up, Chris, we have a first question. How long is each class?
Each class is 30 minutes long. That's kind of the neat thing about it, and it's a perfect program for kids on the go. 30 minutes, 3 days a week. We know parents overschedule their kids and overbook them on things sometimes. They're running them around, but 30 minutes, 3 days a week, and we guarantee the success up for them.
Cool. We have another question here. What are the days and times you run this program?
Good question. You run the program on alternate days, so it's up to you. You can run Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or you can run Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And if you're creative, you start two programs at the same time, one Monday, Wednesday, Friday, one Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, so you can double up if you want. But it's always an alternate day. We want the kids to have one day to rest in between the program because it's a pretty good workout for them. And so it's alternate days, 3 days a week.
Next question. How do you roll out to existing students who already pay regular tuition? Oh, cool. I'll just repeat that question. How do you roll out to existing students who already pay regular tuition?
Yeah, I do recommend practicing on your existing students. That's for sure, especially the first time that you run the program. This program is, if you already have kids in your program, that's great. They should already be getting some physical benefits, and if you want to do it on them, and I highly recommend it. But this program is actually designed to get a new type of client, the kid who is overweight and out of shape, and the one who doesn't really think that they can do martial arts. So you'll get a parent that'll bring their kid to you because you're advertising for kids' fitness and health. And that's one of the other nice things about it is it's a martial arts program cleverly disguised as a fitness program. So it's designed to get people who never thought about doing martial arts with you to come in to get fit and healthy. And the side benefit is now they've trained with you for 10 weeks. So if you do the intro process like I do, you're supposed to do 1 or 2 intros, spend maybe an hour with that kid, and then get the parent to sign up with you for a year. Now you've worked with a kid for 10 weeks. So converting them into regular training is so easy. Literally at the end of the 10-week program, we say, all right, you guys have graduated from Kick and Fit Kids. All you need to do is take care of your uniform price, and you're ready to go because we've taught them our basic program. And that's the nice thing about Kick and Fit, the way I set it up, is it works with any martial arts style. We've got Taekwondo guys that do it, Kempo guys that do it, Jiu-Jitsu guys that are doing Kick and Fit Kids. So any martial arts style will work in there. It's set up that way so that it's universal in its curriculum.
Awesome. Another question we had is, what if we have questions about?
Did you see the link that we?
I did not. Did you want to copy and paste it into the text box, Chris?
Yes, I can paste it in the. I think I just did paste it in the text box. Let's see, send. There we go.
There you go. Awesome. So we have the link available to the YouTube clip in the text box, and I'll also include that with the recording when I send it out to you guys. The next question we had was, how can we get a hold of you if we have any questions about the program, Chris?
You can email me at any time at my email address. If you want, I'll just type it right in there. I think I'm going to type it in there. RDKCEO at reddragonkarate.com. So here's my email address. You can email me at any time. Like I said earlier, that toll-free number, that 1-800-928-6598, goes directly to my cell phone. So you can call me at any time. You can email me any questions that you have. You can also reach me through the KickNFitKids.com site. There's a contact tab in there as well. So I am available for you at any time.
Another question we just got, any reward for completing the program, of course, besides being fit? So incentives.
That's really up to you. You can reward them with anything. What we do sometimes is we'll say the kid who loses the most weight gets a free Red Dragon uniform. So it kind of is a perk for them, and also it pushes them to continue to train. We've given away movie tickets so we make it a contest between the kids to see who can lose the most weight during the program. So again, that's one of those things that's really only limited by your imagination.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Chris. So we will wrap that up for our webinar today. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to get in touch with Chris. Has information posted here now. I'll be sending out a recording to this webinar. And additionally, next week we have a webinar with Vahid Shababi on selling is not about selling, it is about educating. Go ahead and register for that as well if you check out our Facebook page for the link. Anything else? If you have any other questions, feel free to follow up with Chris or send an email to marketing@championsway.com. And that's everything for today. Thanks to all of you for attending.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Chris.